Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. Here we are again with Dutch and Rich, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today is the finished product, all of Dutch's obedience training. Now, I know that when you were here, you were introduced to the training equipment that we're using. We're using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and Rich keeps the bulk of the leash folded in his right hand. That leaves the left hand free to give the correction, and the correction that we taught you is the tug and release on the training collar, and that is the second piece of equipment that we're using. And if you remember, all of our training is done on the left, so he is sitting very nicely at Rich's left, and the first exercise that we're going to demonstrate is his ability to heel, and the command is Dutch heel. Now at this point, Dutch has a job to do, and that is to stay even with your left leg. Not forging ahead, not dragging you, not being uncontrollable, being much more focused, and you leading him, not the other way around. And each time that Rich stops, Dutch has been taught to sit automatically without being told to wait for his next command. So they're heeling together very nicely. Nice automatic sits. Great job. Now, as you know from being here to the school, this is a pretty distraction-free environment. You're going to need continued coaching, but we're going to be here for you. Rich is going to leave him in a sit-stay. The stay is a hand and a voice command, and always use the hand that's closest to the dog, which is going to be your left hand. Your sit-stays and your down-stays can be practiced right in your house, and you should practice them often. When Rich returns back to him, he will walk all the way around him, returning all the way back around to heel position where they started, and then Dutch expects to get another command. And I promise you, if you will put this video on and practice along with it, even just walking around your house, just constantly teaching him to cool his heels, that you are going to very shortly be living with a completely different dog. Rich is going to leave him in another sit-stay. And this time, instead of returning back to him, Rich is going to call him. This is the come on command. And if you notice, Rich keeps it very low key because we don't want him coming and jumping all over you and mugging you. He's such a happy guy, so easily distracted. And your goal when you're training with him is him focusing on you, having self-control. This is a far cry from the way he acted the day that I took him. Stay. Now he's at the age right now where he's very, very interested in his junk. So I would seriously be talking about neutering him very soon. Rich is going to call him again. He comes in and sits looking up at Rich, and then he returns back to heel and back sitting. Now it's a very windy day, which makes it even harder for the dogs to concentrate. And he's still holding it together pretty well. Now the next exercise we're going to demonstrate is the down from a heel position. Always have your dog seated before you put him into a down. Left open palm straight down toward the ground, and the one-word firm command to down. Down. Stay. That's how easily distracted he is. A stick on the ground. And you know him as well as we do now, so you know how hard it is. When Rich returns back to him again, he will walk all the way around him. And this was hard. This is hard to teach, believe it or not. Down. Stay. And Rich is making him repeat it. Down. Stay. And he just looks for something to be distracted by. Stay. Stay. This time Rich repeated that command as he got all the way around him, and he held it. Very good. Now, I know that your family is very, very committed to the success of this program. We're equally as committed. We want him to be a family dog that can be enjoyed. Rich is going to give him that down.
Stay.
A little correction, a little reminder that we're serious here.
Dutch. Cut.
Rich is calling him out of that down.
Dutch. Heel.
Back to heel and back sitting. Very good. So now when you're practicing at home, make sure that you pick up toys off the ground, anything that might distract him. Walk around your living room, have him sit, stay, down, stay, come, all of the things that we're practicing. If it's cold, it's not an excuse for not practicing your training. Now this last command is the down from a distance.
Stay.
Rich leaves him in a sit stay. He turns to face him. This is the only time that you use your right hand to give the command.
Down. Down.
There's an airplane going over.
Down.
There you go.
Stay.
And that obviously is something that we're going to continue to work on with you. I think it was great that you got your lesson last week and that you know what he knows and how to enforce some of these things. Rich isn't going to be here tomorrow, but Fred's going to be here and he will work with you again. And then you know that we're always at your disposal. If you're having trouble, please, please, please call us. He's done a great job and he's come a long way in a short time for this rambunctious puppy. Keep us posted and we will see you soon, and thank you for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company.